The Buddha was giving a discourse by the banks of the Ganges River when a man, visibly upset and agitated, approached him. The man had been traveling down the river in his small boat, carrying goods to trade, when another boat, drifting untethered in the current, collided with his. Consumed with anger, the man had searched for the owner of the other boat, intending to confront him and demand compensation. However, upon finding no one, his anger only intensified. He had come to the Buddha, hoping to find some solace from his fury. "O wise teacher," the man exclaimed, his voice still trembling with indignation, "you would not believe what happened to me. Another boat, carelessly set adrift, crashed into mine, causing damage to my goods. I have lost valuable merchandise, and through no fault of my own." The Buddha listened patiently, his gaze serene. When the man had finished his passionate outburst, the Buddha spoke in a calm and gentle tone. "My friend," he said, "I understand your frustration and the sense of injustice you feel, but tell me, was there anyone in the other boat?" The man paused, taken aback by the question. "No," he admitted, "there was no one. It was empty." The Buddha nodded slowly. "If the boat was empty," he asked, "who then is to blame? Can you direct your anger towards the river, the wind, or the empty vessel itself?" The man was silent, his anger beginning to dissipate as he considered the Buddha's words. He realized the absurdity of his rage. There was no one to blame, no one to hold accountable for the accident. His anger, he saw, was directed at an empty object, a mere consequence of natural forces. The Buddha continued, "Your anger, like the empty boat, is also empty. It is a vessel filled with your own thoughts and emotions. It is not an inherent quality of the world outside, but a creation of your own mind. You have allowed this empty boat of anger to crash into you, causing you distress. But just as the river flows on, unconcerned with the collision, you too can choose to let go of this anger." The man looked at the river flowing peacefully by. He thought about how he had allowed this incident to disrupt his inner peace. He had been so focused on assigning blame that he had failed to see the true nature of his anger, its emptiness, its lack of a substantial cause. But the damage is real," the man protested, though his voice was much quieter now. "My goods are still lost." "That is true," the Buddha acknowledged. "There are consequences to the collision, but you can choose how to respond to those consequences. You can meet them with wisdom and equanimity, focusing on what you can do to rectify the situation rather than clinging to anger, which only compounds your suffering." The man sat down by the riverbank, watching the water flow by. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath, feeling the tension in his body begin to ease. He realized that the Buddha was right. His anger was not solving anything, it was only making him feel worse. The damage to his goods was a separate issue to be dealt with practically. His anger was a self-created storm within. After a while, the man opened his eyes. He looked at the Buddha with a newfound understanding. "Thank you, teacher," he said. "Your words have shown me the emptiness of my anger. I will try to face this situation with a calmer heart." The Buddha smiled. "May you find peace in the face of all difficulties," he said. And as the man walked away, he carried with him not the burden of anger, but the wisdom of detachment, understanding that while events may cause distress, true suffering arises from our reaction to them.